What you're going through right now is preparing you for something amazing. Think of it this way: the universe always clears things out before it builds something new and better. That feeling like an ending, it's really just the universe making space for your big breakthrough. The moment you see this destruction as a divine reorganization, your entire perspective will change. This is the perfect work of a higher intelligence. It's a pattern that shows up for everyone who looks for answers in their darkest moments. We've been taught to fear destruction, to fight against it, to see it as a sign of our failure. But in reality, destruction is how the universe removes everything that no longer serves your highest purpose. It's like spiritual surgery, done with absolute precision. When Job in the Bible lost everything, his wealth, his children, his health, he didn't curse the heavens or feel abandoned. He understood that this devastating loss was a test of his faith. The very destruction that seemed to prove his worthlessness became the bedrock for his greatest restoration. The universe was getting him ready to show unshakable trust in its timing. Your destruction is your divine appointment. Every setback has a comeback blueprint hidden inside it. This is simply how the universe works. You can see this truth playing out over and over in the lives of countless people who have turned their biggest disasters into their most incredible victories. The instant comeback begins when you recognize that your current crisis is actually a higher intelligence rearranging your life to align with your highest good. Fighting this process only causes more pain, while cooperating with it leads to miracles. When life destroys the structures you've built, the relationships you've relied on, the security you've created, the universe is really telling you, these foundations were too small for what I'm building with you. Your inner growth has outpaced what your outer world could hold. So, destruction becomes the universe's way of upgrading your reality to match your new spiritual stature. Most people miss this entirely because they're focused on what they're losing instead of what they're about to gain. They only see the demolition, not the incredible renovation that's happening. They feel the labor pains without anticipating the birth. But you're different. You understand that powerful, invisible forces are always working in your favor, even when everything you can see suggests otherwise. This realization instantly transforms you from a victim into a victor. Your comeback begins in your mind long before it shows up in your world. What you think about during this period of destruction will determine whether you rise up or stay down. When Job lost everything, he declared, "Even if he slays me, I will still trust in him." That unwavering faith in a higher intelligence rebuilt his entire life, making it far better than what he had lost. Your declaration during destruction becomes your guarantee of restoration. What you say about your situation while you're in it determines what you'll create on the other side. Your words are a powerful tool, and they have maximum power right now because you're at a point of complete surrender. You have an opportunity right now to start manifesting your comeback into existence. The universe is listening for your command, waiting for your spiritual instructions. Take a moment and declare, "My seeming defeat is my certain victory." Writing this declaration activates a spiritual law in your life. By putting your faith into written words, you're giving the universe a concrete instruction to follow. This written declaration becomes a spiritual contract that a divine intelligence is bound to fulfill. The instant comeback method has 3 parts that work together for you. First, recognition immediately changes your relationship with the crisis. When you see destruction as divine preparation rather than punishment, your entire energy shifts from resistance to cooperation. This sends a signal to the universe that you're ready for your upgrade. Resistance keeps you stuck in the destruction phase, while recognition moves you into the reconstruction phase. The universe responds to your recognition by speeding up the rebuilding process. Your cooperation with this intelligence creates supernatural speed in your comeback. Second, realignment happens when you stop trying to rebuild what was lost and instead ask the universe what it wants to build. Many people delay their comeback by trying to get their old life back. They want their old job, their old relationship, their old financial situation. But the universe destroyed those things because they were holding you back from something greater. Your comeback isn't about getting back what you lost. It's about receiving what you're truly ready for now. Consider David's destruction when King Saul turned against him, forcing him to flee into the wilderness. Instead of trying to get back into Saul's good graces, David used his time in exile to develop the qualities that would make him a great king. His destruction became his training period. When he emerged from the wilderness, he was no longer seeking a position in someone else's kingdom. He was ready to lead his own. Your time in the wilderness is developing qualities in you that couldn't have emerged any other way. Third, permanent comeback strength comes from having nothing to depend on but a divine intelligence. Wisdom comes from learning to navigate life by faith instead of what you can see. Character comes from maintaining your integrity when no one is watching and the pressure is intense. Your response determines whether your comeback is temporary or permanent. Many people have comebacks that don't last because they return to the same mindset that created their original destruction. They get a new job but maintain the same work habits that cost them the last one. They attract a new relationship but repeat the same patterns that ended the previous one. A permanent comeback requires a consciousness upgrade. You have to become a different person than the one who experienced the destruction. This means embodying the qualities that make you worthy of what the universe wants to give you. The universe doesn't just restore what you lost, it multiplies what you're capable of receiving. Every great comeback story follows this same pattern. Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery, and he ended up ruling Egypt. Moses fled Egypt as a murderer and returned as a deliverer. Paul went from persecuting Christians to becoming one of Christianity's greatest advocates. Their destruction became the foundation of their destiny. Your destruction is the foundation of your destiny. 2. Everything you're losing right now was keeping you from everything you're about to gain. The universe is clearing out the good to make room for the great. It's removing the temporary to make space for the permanent. It's taking away what was human-made so it can give you something divinely created. But your comeback requires your participation. You can't be passive and expect transformation to just happen. You must actively cooperate with the process by aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with the new reality you're being prepared to receive. Start talking about your comeback while you're still in the middle of the destruction. Your words during the storm will determine your position after the storm. Instead of complaining about what's going wrong, start declaring what's going right. Instead of rehashing your losses, start announcing your gains. The universe is always listening to what you're saying about your situation. When you consistently speak about your comeback, you activate a spiritual law that turns every ending into a new beginning. Your words become the blueprint the universe uses to rebuild your life. Prepare for your comeback by developing a comeback consciousness. Study people who have overcome similar struggles, read their stories, understand their mindset, adopt their strategies. Your mind needs to see models of what's possible before it can create miracles. Your destruction is removing everything that stands between you and your dreams. The instant comeback method accelerates this process by helping you see with spiritual eyes instead of human eyes. Spiritual eyes see opportunities where human eyes only see obstacles. When you feel overwhelmed by your losses, when doubt about your future creeps in, when the destruction feels too intense, this is the exact moment you must speak these words with total conviction. A divine intelligence is now perfecting my path and preparing my perfect demonstration. Your comeback story is already written in the invisible world. The universe has prepared blessings that will astound you, opportunities that will amaze you, relationships that will restore your faith and love, and financial abundance that will eliminate all your worries. But these blessings can only manifest when you've been prepared to receive them. Destruction is your preparation period. It's building your appreciation for what's coming, your humility to handle an increase, your wisdom to make better choices, and your compassion to help others who are going through their own destruction phases. When your comeback shows up handed, you'll understand why every loss was necessary, why every closed door was perfect, why every rejection was protection. But this revelation only comes to those who trust the process while they're in it. Faith during the storm qualifies you for miracles after the storm. Your willingness to give thanks during destruction guarantees your promotion during reconstruction. The comeback starts right now, with your decision to see destruction as divine preparation instead of divine punishment. This shift in perception changes everything because perception creates your reality. When you see your situation differently, your situation begins to change. Your destruction was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to destroy everything that was keeping you from your destiny. The person you were couldn't receive what the universe wanted to give you. The person you are becoming can handle anything the universe places in your hands. Trust the process. Embrace the preparation. Expect the breakthrough. Your comeback story will inspire countless others who are walking through their own difficult times. Your victory will give them hope. Your testimony will give them strength. Your transformation will show them what's possible. By cooperating with this divine intelligence instead of fighting it, you will see a divine appointment where others only see a disaster. This perspective sets you up for the instant comeback that will completely change your entire life's trajectory. Your greatest days aren't behind you. They're being prepared for you right now in the unseen world, ready to appear the moment you're ready to receive them. And based on everything you've survived, everything you've learned, and everything you've become, that moment is closer than you think. Now, as we finish, you must take these words and speak them with complete faith and conviction. Let this declaration become your spiritual anchor during every moment of uncertainty. Speak these words daily until they become your reality. The universe is waiting for your command. Divine intelligence works perfectly through me now. My apparent loss is my perfect gain. I am being prepared for my greatest demonstration. The way is made clear and perfect for my triumphant success. I give thanks for my perfect good now manifesting. God's plan for me is perfect happiness, perfect health, and perfect success. I accept my good with joy and gratitude.